Hello viewers, good morning. My name is Tulasi. Welcome to Quick Coder. Today's topic is Big O notation part 2. Okay, let's get started. Okay friends, let's see this code, first code. So we have initialized a total with 0, array with 6 elements, and we are traversing through the array, and total plus is equal to each element and print total. Okay, let's derive some equation. So as I said already, in the previous video we only discussed how to derive some big O notation from the plotted graph, from the plotted line graph. But in this video we are deriving the big O notation through some notations what we have discussed in the previous video, like linear time, constant time, quadratic time. So from that notations we can simply derive the time required for any program using that notations. Okay, so let's see. So first one, this total is equal to 0. For initializing this, it takes O of 1 time. For initializing this array, it takes O of 1 time. For traversing through the array, let n be length of the array. Okay, so let n be length of the array. So it traverses O of n times, and as it is a arithmetic equation, it takes O of 1. It takes O of 1. For printing, it takes O of 1. Okay, let's analyze the total one. See here, t is equal to O of 1 plus okay, O of 1 plus O of 1 plus O of n plus, here into, because this O of 1 executes up to O of n. So O of n into O of 1 plus O of 1. Okay, let's consider these all are constant times. So c1 plus c2 plus this take n into some c3 plus c4. Adding this c1, c2, c4 constants, we will get another constant c5 plus n into c3. So if you see the previous video, I have discussed 2 points how to derive the big O notation. Okay, so I will write again that 2 points. Okay friends, I wrote for you here. First one is find fastest growing term. So what is the fastest growing term? As c5 is constant, it never grows, and n into c3, as n increases, c3 also increases. So this is the fastest growing term. So n into c3 is the fastest growing term. So remove coefficient. So this is not constant, it is coefficient. Okay. So what is the coefficient of c3 into n? C3. So C3 is gone, we have only n. So how much time does program take is of 1 time. So likewise we can also derive some what time required to run this program. Okay. Okay friends, let's move to second one. So I have initialized an array with 6 elements. I initialize it total with 0 and print total. The time taken to initialize this array with these elements is of 1, and time taken to initialize 0 with this total is of 1. So to print this of 1. Okay, what is the total time? Let's analyze. So t equal to of 1 plus of 1 plus of 1. Okay, as these three are constants, let's say c1 plus c2 plus c3. So we will get c1 plus c2 plus c3. Adding these all constants, we will get another constant, let's say c4. So if we add this c4 into 1, so what is the first thing? Find the fastest growing term. As this is the term, only remains this is the fastest growing term. Remove coefficient. So if we remove this coefficient, we will remain with 1. Okay. So no problem, we can also do some into with 2 also, but the standard way is 1. So the total time it takes is of 1. Okay, let's fastly do. So this is linear time, this is constant time. Let's go with the quadratic time also. Okay, okay then. Okay, so this is the program for I have taken 2D array total, this 2 for loops, this for loop for each row, this for loop for each element in the row. I'm adding each element in the row and printing total. Okay, let's analyze how much time it takes to initialize it. O of 1. As I'm initializing directly with elements, it takes O of 1. If you take input and if you are entering, then it will take O of n square. But I'm directly giving the elements, it takes only O of 1. For initializing it, it takes O of 1. This for loop travels up to O of n. For example, okay, for example, we can consider the number of rows is equal to n. The number of columns is equal to n. So here in this case, n is equal to n. 3 is equal to 3. Number of rows 3, number of columns 3. So number of rows are 3. So it runs from up to O of 1 of n, and each element we have n elements. Then this loop also run up to n, and as it is an arithmetic equation, it runs up to O of 1. Then I am printing 1. Printing total, it takes O of 1 time. So let's analyze how much time it will take. So my total time is equal to O of 1 plus O of 1 plus this O of n into, as it is a inner for loop, into, and here into O of 1 plus O of 1. As these are constants, let's take C1 plus C2 plus n into 1, or okay, this is a constant, let's name it as C3 and C4 for this. So adding C1, C2, C4, we will get another constant, let's say C5 plus n square into C3. What is the so first one, what is the fastest growing term? N square into 3. So we can also write it as C3 into n square. Again, remove coefficient. If we remove coefficient, we will get n square. So the total time required to run this program is n square. N is total number of rows. If my total number of rows is equal to n and columns is equal to m, then my total time will be of n into m. Okay. As here rows and columns are equal, I got O of n square. So that's it about this big O notation part 2. We also have log n and log n also, but I will explain these notations when I am explaining merge sort, quick sort. Okay, sorry, wait up to that time. So that's it about this video. In the next video, I will come up with some other topic like asymptotic bounding. Okay, thank you for watching.